You are listening to It Came From the Radio. I am with Scott Kraynak. Now, I interviewed Scott, I want to say it feels like 2 years ago, but I didn't look. So maybe it was 1 year ago. Maybe it just feels like so long because I missed him. I don't know. But we talked about his last book. Well, last time we talked about his book, Amen, which was designed in the fashion of Mad Magazine. Um, it supposedly made my stepbrother cry. So one of the villains is in it is called Donald Dumpster. So whether you love or hate Trump, that's pretty witty. It's pretty witty. So welcome back, Scott. And now you're producing a satirical book about bowling. So welcome back.
Right. Thank you. It's good to be back. Yeah, it's a fictional history of women's bowling, or is it fictional? But it's going to be
Right.
basically how bowling completely changed the entire world that we live in and has
Mhm.
shaped the world that we're in right now.
Right. Right. Well, sorry
Women's
for that
bowling.
crazy intro.
Women's bowling.
It has been a wild day already. It's like 1:20 p.m. Oh my God. I feel like I've been put in a blender. So this bowling thing. Now, why bowling? Why not pickleball? Why not tennis? Why not shuffleboard? Or why not checkers?
Bowling because I grew up bowling. I'm from
Hmm.
Cleveland, as you know, and bowling is huge. It's huge in New York too. But I grew up bowling on a league, and it's just kind of cheesy. It's just kind of a
Okay.
vintage sport. It's kind of cheesy in a way, um, like the movies Big Lebowski and Kingpin. Like I don't know. There's something about bowling that I don't know. I felt it would be a good subject and a good vehicle to talk about just silly world history, but also bring in, current events, current issues,
Hmm.
how
Hmm.
bowling has helped change that. But I mean, it really hasn't. But, you could bring in these issues and use bowling as a vehicle, but I don't know. It's just going to be different.
Yeah, yeah. Well, from what I've seen, I thought it was really fun. And I'll be contributing a piece about the health ramifications and side effects, but really the health benefits that bowling can bring you. And maybe it'll be partially true, which it will, and maybe it'll be part satire. We'll find out. We'll see. I'm gonna write it soon. I guess I got
Well,
to
okay.
April, right?
April 1st. Well, also don't forget you have another homework assignment about how bowling helped women gain freedom in the Middle East because,
Right.
because your friend shot
Hmm.
for this book. And so that's where, the fictional history of women's bowling, bowling didn't give women freedom in the Middle East. Bowling didn't help the civil rights movement. Bowling didn't help the LGBTQ community. But
Maybe it did.
in this book, maybe it did.
Maybe it did. Oh, I have an LGBTQ friend. I'm not going to mention who it is, and I'd say bowling really did help him a lot. A lot. And I bet you I could even get a quote from him to say how bowling has helped his life. I actually can guarantee it.
You know what? Well, maybe this could go in your uh, essay as a doctor.
Hmm. Hmm. And
How did we not
how it,
talk about this before?
yeah, no, no, well, I'm full of it for better or for worse. But and then we have Maheen Lemon who did the photo
Mhm.
shoot. So basically, giving women in Pakistan, uh, basically giving them freedom, the feminization or helping them be
Mhm.
feminists. I
Mhm.
bet she has some real life quotes about how it's empowered her for real. So even though it's a satire book, there's a lot of truth to it.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting mix. And like the other book, like Amen, it's going to be
Hmm.
Mad Magazine inspired because I grew up reading Mad. So a lot of different comic artists, a lot of well-known comic artists
Hmm.
who I'm surprised or wanted to be involved. Like people love this idea because I think it's so different and weird.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
I
I
mean,
like it. It's fun. So speaking of, what's going to be in it? What's going in this? Who's
a lot,
contributing to it? What type of
a
art
lot of
forms?
a lot of comic art, like Gary Dumb, who did American Splendor, and is another fellow Clevelander.
Hmm.
He's doing a story. Gideon Kendall, who is a actual artist for Mad and's done a bunch of
Hmm.
books, he's doing a story. Bob
Cool.
Hall, who is the co-creator of West Coast Avengers. He's doing a story. Dennis Kitchen is doing a page or two. My photography, like weird kind of fake bowling ads with naked women, like how in the history of women's bowling, men started trying to sexualize it. And
Ah,
so I took photos and put them in with these old ads so they look like very kind of not
hmm.
demeaning, but it's trying to sexualize the sport. So there's going to be
Right,
a
right.
section on that. Essays like some um, um, Keith Lockhart, who did some horror films. He's
Hmm.
writing a short story. Um, Poetry,
Cool.
a play about bowling, like all this fictional stuff. But it's like how bowling just was so influential. Like, yeah, it's there's gonna be a lot in it. I hope I don't screw it up, and I hope I arrange it well and it flows good.
Think you're going to do a good job. I have faith in you. I think it's going to be great because sometimes I contribute to things that I know are going to be horrible because to me that's entertaining. It's great. And then I contribute to things or a part of things that I know are going to be wonderful. So to me, I'm happy
Right.
either way. But I will say from my heart of hearts, as they say, I have a good feeling. I think this is going to be quality. And I think people who are professionals are going to see this
Yeah.
like, wow, this is a really professional and funny production. That's just what I predict. I think that's going to happen and from what I've
I
seen.
think so. I hope so
Yeah.
because like
Yeah.
you're involved, the people involved are so incredibly talented and so diverse. Like your
Hmm.
articles will be some of the photos that were shot in the dentist office and the
Ah,
bowling
yeah.
alley. I mean, it's gonna be yeah. I think it's something for everybody, to be honest.
I think so. I think so. The true test will be to show my mom, who has the attention span of a fly. So if she's interested, then you got her. Because she says everything. It's boring. That's boring. That's boring. If you don't hook her within like 3 seconds, you're out. So she's like my test to see if something's interesting. However, she reads a lot of really boring books.
Yeah,
So
well, this
there's
isn't gonna
also
be
that.
boring. I
You
forgot
know.
to mention Ryan English.
Okay.
I couldn't believe that we were in contact, but I interviewed him, and it turns out he's a really, really well-known street artist. They call him
Hmm.
the what is it? The Godfather of street art. He was in Banksy's film,
Oh.
but he has a studio in New York. Does these worldwide exhibitions, has books. Anyway, he let me interview him, and one of his paintings, which is about bowling,
Cool.
is going to be the cover for this book. And he grew up bowling and working at a bowling alley. So it's just like everything is clicking. Like you said, everything is clicking.
Yeah.
And it should be a really, really interesting, really interesting book.
So this book is more of a compilation. I wouldn't say an anthology, but it's a bunch of other
Mm,
people contributing. Whereas your past work, I don't think it's like that. So as a producer, what are some of like the difficulties and benefits of making this, dealing with people like me in New York on different time zones and,
right.
different people who communicate different ways and got to deal with different personalities? Is it better than writing your own book just by yourself, or is it annoying? Like, how has that been?
Um, well, I guess honestly, I think it's better because I don't know. I'm a horrible self-promoter. I think when you have more people, you have so many, I think, more talented people than myself, and you're getting all their work.
Mhm.
And the challenge is to
Mhm.
blend it into one story, to blend all this different stuff so it flows well. Um,
Yeah.
Most of my previous books, like the two Cleveland books, Amen, were with a bunch of artists. And
Oh,
it's like herding cats, dealing with artists. As you
yes.
know, I mean, as we're both artists, we could
Yeah.
be royal pains in the asses. Um, so that's
Hmm.
difficult and keeping everything straight and dealing with people that are either just needy, needy
Oh.
people,
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I think that's the challenge. Is like herding cats.
Yeah.
But I think the end. I
Yeah.
think it's worth it at the end because you have such a diverse amount of work, and so
It's gonna
that's
be
always been
cool.
my challenge. Yeah.
Now, what are some things about bowling that you learned? Did you learn anything about bowling while doing this?
Um, I'm kind of a bowling nerd, so I kind of knew a lot already.
I knew that.
Um, but I've got at this auction these old women's bowling magazines from the 50s and 60s.
Oh.
And so I read them and it was like going back in time. It was really neat. They had all
Hmm.
the membership numbers from like say Chicago, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, all over the United States. And I guess I didn't realize how big bowling was because it said how
Hmm.
many members. Like Chicago had 2 million bowling people registered in bowling leagues. Back in the 50s, like
Wow.
two, like a lot. Like it was huge.
My God, that's a
So
lot of balls. That's a lot
yeah,
of balls.
yeah, it was so I guess I didn't know the scope of how big bowling once was. I mean,
Yeah, I had no idea. So I'm sure I'll learn something. But again, even though this is satire, I feel like there's going to end up being a lot of truth. Because sometimes, a lot of
yeah,
times when I make jokes, it's like, oh no, that's actually true. But I
right.
meant it as a joke. And it's like, actually, no, that's actually the truth. So,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
eh.
The,
And as
oh,
far as,
something I did.
mhm.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
No, no, you go, you go.
I did learn. So one of the things towards the end of the book, and of course me, because I do a lot of creepy dark art. Of course, there has to
Hmm.
be a dark side to this book.
Hmm.
One of the writers who maybe he was the one that does the horror films. He's writing a true story of
Uh-huh.
actual murders that were committed by women using bowling related items.
Oh,
And
wow.
then
Okay.
another artist, Pat
Huh.
Moriarty from Seattle, who's done album covers, he's done all kinds of amazing art. He's doing the fake mugshots for these murderers. So I
Oh, I
did
like
not
that.
know there were actual murders committed, like three of them, I think he found. And he's
Three. Can you give us a clue? Like,
I don't I
you
don't
don't
know any
know?
more than that. I haven't seen the draft.
I can see like a
I
pin knocking someone out of the pin or like
Yeah.
throwing a ball. Because like one of my fantasies, which I fantasize about doing this to like two people. Sorry, I have a violent mind sometimes, but I haven't actually murdered anyone. But if I do the torture scene or when I do the torture scene, it's going to involve either or both. It'll be two separate or it'll be one or the other. The middle of the street or a grocery aisle that's like lit in fluorescent lights. You cover someone in food items, so it's like a bunch of junk food items, and you have a bunch of people throw junk food items at the person on the floor. This would be someone who really deserved
Mhm.
it. Like I'm talking like they hurt like 100 people. This is not like
Yeah.
me just being a violent weirdo. I have some people in mind, and you throw the junk food items at them, right? And then one of them, I'd be stomping on their face as Santa Claus and saying, "Don't F with Christmas." But there's also going to be a bunch of wild animals or just cats and dogs released when they're covered in like maple syrup and junk food. So that would be fun. But you gave me an idea. I would take a giant bowling ball and throw it at them right before the wild cats and dogs come out and eat them alive, basically, because they'll be like dipped in hot sauce and all the stuff that cats like. Well, maybe syrup, chocolate syrup. I don't know if cats like hot sauce. That was dumb. I'm a little tired.
I'm real
Anyway,
I'm
back to
really
you.
I'm really proud I can contribute to your murder fantasy.
Oh yeah, no, now
That
I'm gonna
makes me
add a
feel
bowling
proud.
ball. It was straight up food and a little mafia antics, but I like the
Yeah.
throw in the bowling ball. That's really fun. So anyway,
I
now what is it that you love about satire?
uh, I mean, I I think, well, right now with everything going on, I think we need to laugh as much as possible.
Hmm.
Um, but growing up, I think Mad, the more I think about it, Mad has had a huge influence on I don't know, just not my art or not what I'd like to
Hmm.
create, but me personally, just kind of joking around. And
Hmm.
I just, me and my buddy went to I did an oddities convention 2 weekends ago in Cincinnati, and
Hmm.
the Cincinnati Art Museum had a exhibit just about Mad. So it was perfect because Matt and I grew up reading Mad. So he went, and I mean, it's great art, one, but just just the talent and what they were saying, what they were
Hmm.
conveying in the art. Like they were, they were ahead of the time in terms of being political and fighting for certain
Hmm.
things that are common now. But back in the 50s,
Hmm.
60s, 70s, they were, you know, they paved the way for a
50s?
lot of stuff. Yeah.
Mad was in the 50s too?
I think that's when it started. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
55.
I had no idea it was
Yeah.
that far back. Wow. Wow, you really
Yeah.
know your stuff. So
Yeah. It
switching
was,
gears now. Oh yeah, more Mad.
no, no, no. I mean, but I think that's a big influence on why I like to kind of create stuff with a bunch of different types of art, different styles,
Hmm.
because that reminds me of Mad.
Yeah. I like satire because I just feel like there's so many ridiculous things almost every day.
Yeah.
I mean, just some of the last text messages I got regarding a shoot are just like, are you joking me? Are you joking me? So it's like, if you're gonna act like clowns, then I'm gonna treat you like a joke. And that's how I
Yeah.
live my life. I can't. It only makes sense to treat this world like a joke. So,
Right.
all right,
And it helps you not
question.
get pissed off. Like you think,
Yeah,
oh, it makes you so mad. Like you see this, you see that. And
yeah,
instead of getting mad, you're just like, oh my God, you just like, I don't know. Okay. Can I say two things that annoy me? And it's gonna
please.
be like, oh my God, even though
Festivus.
we've known each other enough that we already know we're kind of both quirky.
Yeah,
I
oh
don't know
yeah.
why I don't know why this annoys me, but everybody freaking wears Under Armour. Everybody. So
Not me really. No.
whenever I see Under Armour, I'm like, it drives me nuts. I know that's so
Really?
stupid. Yeah, but it's just like everybody's decked out. Under Armour, everything. It's just like, oh my God.
What? Is that
And
the thing in Ohio?
it's a thing in the world. Now
I
you're
don't
gonna
really
notice
notice
it.
it.
Now
Now
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna check
notice you're
it out.
like, oh my God, doesn't anybody, so that annoys me. And then
Okay.
I don't think this is just an Ohio thing. I think it's everywhere.
Uh-huh.
But the new trend, if you have a Jeep, you put all those stupid rubber ducks on it.
What? I didn't see this
You know,
either.
you're gonna see that too.
Wait, what
For some
about the
reason,
Stanley
people,
Cups? My dad's
what?
girlfriend asked me about Stanley Cups yesterday. And the only reason I have this is because I left my big 7-Eleven thing that I had for years that was peeling and a mess. I lost it somewhere. So that's why I have a Stanley Cup. But that's a big trend. Every girl at Equinox
Really?
has them. Every girl that comes into the dental office, my dad's girlfriend says, I don't understand because she's not on social media. She's like, what's with this Stanley Cup? I'm like, it's just a cup. It holds a lot of liquid. I've been doing this my
Well,
whole, forever.
I can't wait till the next time you're out driving and you're gonna see a Jeep and you're gonna be like, why do they have all these stupid ducks on it? Everybody does it. And
Really?
why? I don't know. I guess it's the sheep mentality that annoys me. So
Yeah.
we went way off track, but instead of getting
No,
mad about it, why
I
should I
like
get
it.
mad? It's so stupid. But you just
Yeah.
laugh. That's what satire is. You just kind of
Yes.
whatever floats your boat, man.
You know what's fun? Well, first of all, one of my mottos in life, is basically like a lot of people give you crappy offers. And
Mhm.
some of the offers are great, so you do it. And then other things, it's like, nah, I don't really want to do that. But you can do a counter offer. And then a lot of people give me material, so I can get mad and I can block someone or
Mhm.
whatever. But I don't really care. So instead I have material. So here's one from today. I had a director offered to send me a picture of his testicles, which I don't want to see. I figure, oh, you know what? I have this whole Haley Weinstein producer from Hell series, which I'm going to do eventually, which is all based on true stories of someone being crazy on set, casting.
Yeah.
It's all, I have enough true stories. I don't really need to make things up or
You
things
should
that
do a
we've
book.
wanted to do. So I figured what I would do is I'd have Haley Weinstein, maybe one of the actors, and go, someone, we'll see. He said he wanted to send me a picture of his testicles. This girl, crying about it. Maybe how this director might think have responded. I don't care. I don't really give a crap. My parents see the messages and they laugh. So like, it's actually
Yeah.
providing entertainment for the family. But whatever. But so I could have the actress be someone different than me. Go, oh, I'm so offended. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? And then Haley Weinstein would go, just send it to his daughter. Which I consider doing because that would be really
Yeah.
that would be really messed up though, send it
Yeah.
to their family. But in satire, see back to satire, you
Right.
take the material and have a crazy producer go, just send the pictures to his daughter. Just honeypot him, you know? So,
Yeah.
that's one reason I like satire because I got so much material, man. But anyway,
I mean,
what,
you need it to get through the day. I can't imagine the douchebags you work with on a daily basis. I can't
bro,
imagine
just trying
it,
to
you
get
know?
everyone paid from one shoot is driving me insane. It's just like I'm getting
Yeah.
hostility. It's like, but you know what? There's a lot of great people too. And
Yeah.
you learn from everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes the
They,
great
they
people
get
offer to send
attitude.
you pictures. Yeah, you learn from everyone, the better and the worse.
Yeah.
It's all a spectrum. But anyway, we are at the end of the interview. I'm sorry I ate up your interview giving
That's all
crazy
right.
stories for
That was
like
fun.
4 minutes. But I would love to have you back and talk about, the book after it comes out, maybe
Yeah.
like down the line. So we're gonna have more clips. And we did a very funny photo shoot showing the creator,
Yeah.
Scott, the before and after of what happens when he before he tried bowling and then after. And I love these photos and videos. I'm sitting on them. I have them backed up and I cannot wait to share them. But we won't share them until it's timed, for the crowdfunder. So
Right.
we're at the end. Tell us where to
Okay.
find you, any websites, and we'll put the link for the
Um,
crowdfunder in the under the video.
yeah, I'll work on that. I'll get that done and then support the book. It's gonna be great. I'm on
Mhm,
Facebook, Scott Kraynak, and
mhm,
Instagram, Kraynak Scott, I think.
mhm.
Um, my website, it's too long and I don't really update it.
Okay.
I
Okay.
post a lot on social media, so that's probably the best way to find me and
Right.
contact me. But yeah, we're gonna work on this crowdfunder and post
Mhm.
videos, and we'll try to get that going soon. Um,
It's going to be cool. It's going to be really
yeah,
cool.
it's
And
gonna
the
be
name of
great.
the book, one more time, just in case listeners forgot.
Pinfluence,
Influence. Okay, it just
Pinfluence,
all right.
a fictional history of women's bowling. Or I'm thinking of Pinfluence, a fictional, or is it, in parentheses, history of women's bowling? I don't know. That's maybe too much, but I'd like
Or
to,
maybe the real truth about bowling. I like that.
maybe. But yeah,
Yeah,
there's
just
still,
peddle it off like it's real. But anyway, it's not my book. All right, gotta
yeah,
go. I
okay.
got someone waiting. It's great to see your face. You remind
Great
me
to see you
of my
too.
mom's brother. You actually look like my uncle,
Oh,
who
yeah.
also is not a fan of Trump on the West Coast. But I'm not supposed to talk about politics, so whatever. But yeah, you guys could be siblings. It's really crazy.
Huh. So
Even the
that's
glass.
it's a good thing?
He's very
She's,
creative. Yeah, he's very
okay.
creative. He was a big camera op in Hollywood for years and did a lot of
Oh,
creative
cool.
stuff and really cool camera stuff. So, he's a total artist. And so are you.
Cool, cool.
So
Yeah, and I'm
anyway,
sure we'll be
Scott,
talking more about the book, your
yes,
stuff, your
I gotta
contributions,
send
and
you my
again,
drafts.
yeah, and thank you for, taking the time that one day we shot, and that was great.
Oh
And
yeah,
thank you so much for having me on and supporting my art in this book. It's going to be awesome.
of course. It was a very crazy day. Things have calmed down a little since
Yeah.
then. So hopefully when I see you
Yeah.
next in person, it will be much more zen
Yeah.
and not so
Yeah.
rushed. That was insane.
Yeah. Stay
Yeah,
warm, stay safe because we're about to
I
get
am.
nailed.
Can't wait. Can't wait. I gotta.
Yeah.
See you later. Bye.
Okay.
And
Bye.
now back to the studio with Mark Torres for more. It came from the